Good morning. This is the weekend update for Buy Sell Short for Saturday, January 4th. Going to go through the major indices charts real quick, really because the first part of January, we really don't care what the major indices do. It's not uncommon for the first few days of the year for us to see selling in large caps as investors, funds, traders wait till January to book their gains that they had from the previous year so that they can push taxes off for yet another year. And we saw a lot of that happen Monday. We were down 140 plus points. We ended up bouncing back. We were up yesterday. We sold off a little bit. But the common theme has been there has been strong action throughout small cap land, really, and that is typically what we see this time of the year. That's why we have the January pop plays that we do. But anyway, Dow 15-minute chart, you can see we've got pretty strong support at the 200-day moving average in this time frame. If we look at the daily chart, we pulled back and held support at the 8-day moving average. So, we do have downside risk to 16K. That is where the 50-day moving average is. But, we've got a lot of bullish tailwinds out there right now, and we could quickly see this market zoom up to 17K. Remember, that was my target for the January-February time frame that we posted about back in September and October. So we're looking really good on that front. Dow Transports, big bounce back yesterday, held above the 20-day exponential, and this is the indice. This and the Russell is what we watch. Now, the Russell, not as much of a pullback as we've seen in the other indices, but you can see here on stochastics, we still have that downtrend line in place. The Dow Chinese was able to break theirs last month in December, but Russell's, thanks to tax loss selling, has been able to do that, but it has pulled back slowly to the 50-day moving average, or 50 stochastics level, and this is a level that I like to see big bounces out of. So I think next week is going to be very, very good. We've got a couple of bullish themes in the market right now. First off, biotechs are major strength in biotechs right now. Everything under the sun is moving in biotech land. If it hasn't moved yet, it's going to move, and that is a sign of strong speculative money flowing into the market. The other theme we have this week, the Consumer Electronics Show starts on Tuesday in Las Vegas. That is typically the start of a bullish move in small cap technology stocks as well. And actually, I think technology stocks are going to do very, very well in 2014. Prior to the meltdown in 2008, every market rally that we've had over the last 10 years has been led by technology, except this last one. Now, you can make the argument that it has with the Uber giants like Google, etc. But I'm talking about where technology, all the way through small cap, mid caps lead. I think that's what we're going to see in 2014. But anyway, let's jump into some stock charts because we've got a lot of them going into this week. ANAD. This was an alert late on Friday as a potential CES play. ANAD, if you're not familiar, they do amplifiers, Wi-Fi hotspot technology, etc. They are really big. If you use a Samsung device, you're using ANAD technology. Now, Google and Audi are going to announce their connected car initiative at CES on Tuesday, and I set out some possible research where we could see an angle that ANAD is involved. Hanway and AND signed a deal in June to include ANAD's hotspot technology into Huawei's tech, and they launched their connected automobile technology in December. These guys are also connected to Audi, so we could potentially see Huawei and Audi in the Google car that comes out this Tuesday, and that would imply, per the previous contract this last summer, that ANAD may be involved there. Could be very, very nice week for this stock. Aside from that fact, ANAD, as I said, is big with Samsung, and Samsung is supposed to make a big splash at CES, so any tablets, Wi-Fi enabled products that Samsung has this week at CES, ANAD is going to be involved. Downtrend break on Friday. The real chase zone where this one will start to pick up steam will be a break of the 200-day moving average at 198. We are looking at a potential move to 220 this week. A nice 10% upside move. All the indicators are very, very strong on this stock for a move up this week. So let's see if the speculative momentum takes hold. Another potential CES play is Mevis. Now, this stock had a big pop on Thursday when some rumors went around that Mevis is about to launch an automobile display, and Tesla has been rumored to have the same thing in their next generation of cars. So there's some rumors going around that Mevis could be in with Tesla. These guys always have big runs at CES. Every couple of years they have a huge, huge run. 151 is the breakout, and depending if we actually do get some news with a biggie at CES this week, there's no reason why this one couldn't blow up to the 200-day moving average at $2. So it looks very, very nice. Would be looking to add any dips down around the 50-day moving average is what we did on Friday. We picked up some shares on that dip. Let's see what this one does into CES this week. Another one to keep an eye on for CES, MCZ Mad Catz, their Android console, almost at a breakout there. 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average right there. This stock was rock solid Thursday and Friday, but it trades on Scamex, and the specialist on this stock is a douchebag. And out of the blue, this stock went from 54 cents to 50 and change on no volume. Homie probably needed to scoop up some shares for a run next week. But these guys are at CES. They've got a lot of products. You know, a possible press release on this one could send it up to the 60s rather quickly. SMSI, monster play. This one now is up 45 cents from the alert a couple of weeks ago. We're still waiting for that news. Perhaps we're going to get it at CES, but this is a big breakout that we saw on Friday, and it looks like we could be in store for a move to $2 in the month of January. So we're just riding this one nicely higher. Golden Cross on Friday. Very, very bullish technical event. We're probably going to see this stock trading at 2 in the not too distant future. Last tech play I want to go over, XGTI. January popper play. When we jumped into this one, it exploded the next day. Went from 150s all the way up to $1.99. Retraced and has been consolidating over the last couple of weeks. We picked up some shares on Friday, and the stock started to move and started to pick up some volume. We actually broke that downtrend that we were unable to break on that last move higher. So big downtrend break on Friday. 200-day moving average at $1.90 is calling. RSI looks like it's going to break 50 for the first time. We've got stochastics in the basement. Financing is over. Technology play. Perhaps we'll get some CES news from these guys, some partnership news, etc., etc. But the chart looks great going into next week with rock solid support at $1.50. Oh, lest I forget, one more CES play, SYNC. Now, this is just not a CES play. This is a stock that I think could blow up this year. I'm still working on the plays of 2014. This is one of those potential plays as well. If you watch HBO on demand, or you know, your cable channels on demand where you can watch TV anywhere if you've got a cable subscription, this company is the technology behind it. They allow that to happen. And TV everywhere is going to be a huge theme in 2014. These guys are doing a big presentation prior to CES. Chart looks great. We could quickly see a move up to that 200-day moving average. We are about to get a positive MACD cross. We've had strong buying volume the last few days. Money flow is about to go positive. Stochastics are about to break 50. Positive MACD cross. RSI breaking 50. Downtrend line break. This chart is super bullish going into next week. Looking at a one-year chart, I could see this stock trading at the $4 level sometime this year. That is a 75% potential upside move on this stock. And these guys have been tagged with Google as well in the past. That was part of the huge run it had last year. Rumors like that could come out again. I like the company. I like the stock. Looks great for this week and a potential big-time mover this year. Now, the other sector that has been on fire that tells me this market is ready to go boom, at least the stocks that we are in, is biotech. Biotech stocks are blowing up left and right. I mean, to give you an example, on Friday, we had DARA, D-A-R-A. Very nice chart breakout on this one. Very strong volume. This came despite an FDA warning regarding advertising for one of their drugs. Happens all the time. But we've seen it happen on another non-biotech stock. STSI had that same news happen and the stock plunged. DARA ran and finally broke out on that news. Also, the other stock, to give you an example, was the consummate turd MSTX pump machine. Gets pumped every week. Look at this move. If this stock is breaking out, this tells you there is biocap mania out there. So here we have DCTH. Love the chart right here. If those stocks are blowing up, this stock is going to blow up. 35 to 40 cent target. Accumulating this one, 27 cents and under. I think once we get a break of 28, 29 cents, this puppy is off to the races. There is no financing risk right now. There is no delisting risk. They got an extension until June. There is no reverse split risk. They're not having their shareholder meeting to vote on that proposal until the end of February. All systems go. Small cap biotech mania. Very few of these stocks left. This one will get chased very, very soon. One of our January popper plays, ACST. This one is so close to a big breakout. This was our very first January popper play, and it blew up and hit first target on day one. Has retraced and sideways action for us over the last couple of weeks. This one is so close to a breakout, you can taste it. 50-day moving average at 154 is the target. I would be a buyer anywhere around 125 and add to positions on a break of 132. And we've seen what biotech stocks can do when they get the volume. BGMD, boom, from the pop scan yesterday, monster move. ZLCS, we jumped into this one yesterday, hit our first target plus some. We jumped into this one, $1.13, hit $1.28. And you can see the same sideways chart action that we're seeing on some of these other stocks. And, you know, this one, it's a matter of when, not if, it goes boom. ONCY, new January popper play on Friday. Had a big sell-off on trial data in November. Has been consolidating, waiting to break that downtrend. 167, the 20-day, 167 to 70 sets it free, and we could see a move back up to that 50-day moving average up there in the $2 zone. Chart looks great, especially with biotech stocks blowing up right now. We've got some very, very nice setups in this area. RGDX, nice volume pop. We finally broke that seller that was sitting on the ass for at $1.20 for the past week or so. A little bit of a dip on Friday. This is pretty typical when we see spikes like this. Traders jump in on the volume, and if the stocks doesn't break out the next day, they penny flip, and we consolidate for a day or two, and then we go boom. 144 plus is the target. Love the setup on this one. Again, similar situation. Big down move, consolidation sideways, boom in January. Quick mention on a couple other stocks. PTSX, still waiting for that breakout. 60 at is the 50-day moving average. 50% upside potential on this one. ASTI, CES play. Again, also a play on electric cars. Ford is going to announce their electric car at CES. This can be a frustrating stock. 80 is where they'll finally set this one free. It's just a matter of sitting and waiting for a press release. They've also got an iPhone charger, solar iPhone charger being launched at CES. So a lot of positives going into this one next week. Last but not least, UPIP. This is a stock that once we get the Markman hearing decision, which odds say are going to be positive, this stock will blow up in 2014. Already starting to see that movement. First target, 160s. So one thing to note on the chart here is money flow each time it has gone positive has resulted in a spike in the stock price. We're just about to go positive here, so let's see what happens next week. So that's it for the video, guys. Looking forward to next week. We've got a lot of speculative money moving into this market. Should be very, very nice. Any questions, shoot me an email, feedback@buysellshort.com. Have a great weekend, and see you guys in the chat room on Monday.